Hi there, this is Teresa. Let's see what is going on for the collective. What is your energy? Okay, so you're in this very caring and nurturing energy. You're really looking good. You're taking care of yourself. You're very conscious and putting efforts in doing self-care, maybe growing your bank account. You're very abundant right now. You could be working on a business, or you could be really growing your clientele. You could be in a position at your job or your career where you're really elevating. You're really a rock star right now. Let's see what your person's energy is. Okay, so your person is also at the top of their game. They are in this energy of feeling really happy right now. They're very abundant. They're also looking for long-term stability and security. This is somebody who wants a very healthy family dynamic. That is their ultimate goal. They're in this energy of feeling very committed to having a family, having that sense of loyalty. I'm hearing generational wealth. Let's see what the overall energy is between the two of you, okay? You could be feeling like the two of you are soulmates, that you've met for a reason, that there is something so much more to this connection than what you can explain to anyone. There's this underlying devotion that the two of you have had for each other ever since you met. This is a full-blown committed relationship. So let's see what's going on in the current energy. Okay, so there is a shared energy right now of a lack thereof. Somebody is not confident that the two of you are on the same page when it comes to time period. Someone is resisting on communicating of when this is going to happen. When are we going to get married? When are we going to get engaged? When are we going to buy a house? When are we going to have kids? Someone wants those answers when it comes to this connection. If I love you, you love me, we're both at the top of our game. Why do we not have this secure stability of when this is all going to happen? There's been a lot of juggling of different things. Careers, schedules, finances. There's been a lack of organization on focusing ultimately, what is it all for? Why are we working so hard if we're not going to build a life together? Why are we working so hard? We know we love each other. What are we waiting for? There's a lack of focusing on what the ultimate goal is. There's this hopelessness and anxiety that one or both of you have felt at different times throughout this time period. This relationship needs to move on from the stagnancy of juggling all these other things and really getting back to, we are soulmates. Let's make this decision to stop struggling and start compromising. Let's set a date. Let's make some choices and decisions. Let's have this new beginning, this beginning that we both want. We both think about it all the time, but we haven't really committed to it. We know we want it. We know we're going to get there someday, but it's been a long time. You know, careers have been booming, money is flowing, life is good, but that ultimate commitment hasn't happened. If it's marriage, moving in together, planning the exact dates of when to have children, that lack of planning is the part that's missing from the connection. Something you both have not been able to do. You've been able to plan everything else except for that. It's caused a little bit of disappointment, a little bit of heartache at times, but you both have recognized that because of busy schedules, it's something that needed to be forgiven. There's no resistance to that. But there's also this energy of, I'm still unhappy. It's still a setback for me because that's ultimately what I want. I want a plan of action. I want an exact date. When are we going to make this stable? We've been together long enough. When is it going to happen? Let's make the plans. Let's come together and set the plans for the future. Let's make a decision of what we both want, what we both desire, what we both are working really, really hard for. This ultimate 10 of Cups of caring for each other, loving each other, and having the choice of being in union with each other. Not disappointing each other. Not feeling like we're not emotionally on the same page. We both love each other. But let's make a plan for the future. Let's figure out what that path is and the time period of how we're going to grow, how we're going to nurture this connection. Because a connection is not just about money. Money is a factor, but it's not the ultimate foundation of the connection. It's an understanding that we're on the same page, that we both want to grow the connection in the same direction, not opposite directions. And I know a lot of things are going on, and maybe at times it's very overwhelming, but sometimes it does leave that disappointment in the connection. And then there has to be this healing. There has to be this equal give and take that you both decide you want. Pouring into the connection, being able to not allow it to stay stagnant, not allow one or both of you to feel not fully satisfied because this committed date hasn't happened. There's this constant delay. Other things have always taken priority over the connection. Coming into union together as soulmates, as the one. You love each other. You want to be together. You feel like you complement each other. There's a lot of physical chemistry. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of choices. You're on the right path. It's just that date hasn't been set. So it leaves one or both of you still feeling single a little bit because that date has never been set. Maybe you even live together and you still have never set a date. When are we going to buy a house together? When are we going to actually get married? When are we going to have a family or start a family or add to the family? It's all about risking it, taking the chance and having the ultimate decision made of when is this all going to happen. And that's what you're going through right now. Is there's this underlying, I know you're devoted to me, I'm your partner, you're my partner. And we're honest with each other that that's what we want. We want each other. But you have to take that leap of faith in trying to resolve this underlying issue. There's been a lot of thought put into it. Either you or your partner. There's been time to rest and recoup when it comes to the busy lifestyle that you both lead. There's been endless fights and disagreements. When you do get on the topic, it always starts a fight. Maybe your person is waiting and observing to see if you're willing to compromise, if you're willing to come up with some other solution on how to come up with this date. The honest truth is maybe you both do desire this, but it's just not been a priority. But it needs to be a priority now. There has to be this choice that you both believe that the truth is that you want the same thing. Being able to openly have that conversation and being honest with each other. That even though you are together, there's this elephant in the room within this connection of wanting this higher level of commitment, whatever that is. Buying a home, living together, having children or having more children, getting a pet, whatever that higher level of commitment is and means to you in your relationship. Because everybody's connection is a little bit different on what they need. But it's having that conversation, being honest with your partner. That even though life has been busy and very stressful, everything else is planned except for that. So be able to be open and honest so that the two of you can really look towards the future. So you can know what the path is going to be so that you both really feel that you're on the same page. And you can trust your partner and trust that everything is going to work the way it's supposed to.